Justice Mogoeng has released a report on the state of the judiciary. He says there will be systems to reduce delays and committees to add further transparency. My colleague Timbekile Mkhototo spoke to Heidi Jokos, who's tracking that story for us.
The recent report on the state of the judiciary speaking very much about the modernization of our court system. How far is the judiciary with that, and why have they taken this option to automate our courts?
So the reason why it's actually taken so long is because there's a massive issue with funding. Mogoeng basically saying that it's imperative for the courts to move into, automating their systems. And the reason for this is because they want to speed up the process of court cases. They want to, make sure that there's a progress of cases. It's much faster. The registration of cases is much faster. So basically saying that when everything is done handwritten, it sometimes takes very long, and it's better when things are done electronically. Let's listen to what he had to say about that.
We have established the National Efficiency Enhancement Committee and the Provincial Efficiency Enhancement Committee. That brings us together as key role players in the broader justice system. Deal with issues that cause delay that are not exclusively under the control of the judiciary. So for the past 8 years or so, we've been very deliberate and intentional in ensuring that whatever is necessary to answer the cry of the South African public about the delays in the system is done. The groundwork, the fundamentals that are necessary to move us to that point are in place to help us move with deliberate speed.
Housebreaking is the top crime in the country. That's according to the Governance, Crime Prevention and Justice Survey, previously known as the Victims of Crime Survey. Now, Gauteng leads with the highest number of cases, but the Northern Cape has the highest proportion of housebreaking in the country.
Let us look at this crime experienced by households in the form of housebreaking. And we look at the incidents on the right-hand side, and we can see that Gauteng had a large number of incidents, sitting at about 336,000. And of course, it's 336,358 incidents to be exact. And that accounted for 6.81 of the households. And furthermore, when we look at the Northern Cape, for example, while the number of incidents were a lot more smaller, in the form of 24,730. But when we look at the percentage, because of the number of households in the Northern Cape, it goes and claims a larger stake, accounting for 7.3% in the Northern Cape. So we can say that the Northern Cape had a higher proportion, while the Free State experienced the lowest proportion in the form of 3.75 of the households that experienced the housebreaking.
Coming up, the Estina Dairy Farm project expected to take centre stage this afternoon. The state capture inquiry will take you there shortly. Stay with us up front.